Hello, everybody, and welcome. Tuesday night, Midwest Motorsports on Twitch. That means it's time for the GT4 cars. I hope you're ready. We have 23 GT4 cars, so we got some new guys coming in. Welcome to everybody. If this is your first time in, I'm James J. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and give us a follow on your way in. I guarantee it's going to be so exciting. You're not going to want to take your eyes off the screen, even for a second, to click that thumbs up or heart and like or follow the Rivenville Twitch stream. We're happy to have everybody. Don't look now, but Josh Bloom has put it on the pole in the white AMG. P2 is the AM driver, Sam Hubbard. Again, second week in a row, Sam Hubbard starts on the front row of a street circuit, also in the AMG. So congratulations to Sam Hubbard for two good runs in qualifying back to back. After that, Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips are going to start the second row. Max Bauer, your points leader, going to share the third row with Francis Faustino, high driver of the race last week after getting a good start. Jason Bice is going to start seventh in the McLaren. I believe this is his first race with us. Welcome to you, sir. Justin Fedorowski and Justin Thaler, eighth and ninth. Rounding out the top 10, only the second AM driver, Justin Glickner. Adam Alexei in the Aston Martin is going to start 11th. Dustin Ryanstedel, 12th in the 11 FedEx Porsche. Brett Storm, we got your name right this time, Brett. Welcome to the club. Going to start 13th. Taylor Montague, Keith Hurlbut, Eric Hegel, 16th. Gerard Rupert will start 17th. Brian Bickle, 18th. David Wortman, I believe, is going to start from pit lane after a lap one incident last week in Long Beach. I see a couple of white McLarens. That's going to throw me off a little bit, but I'm ready for it. Jason Bice, welcome to the club. We are rolling off 2.34 mile Detroit Belle Isle circuit. Another dream of man Roger Penske. Pit lane we just passed. Josh Bloom and Sam Hubbard let her rip. Josh Bloom starting off through turn 1 and 2, the left. Single file start. Don't forget, all 4Xs and greater will be reviewed on the first lap. So you want to get everybody squared away. We're going 3 wide. Justin Thaler on the inside of the McLaren down the long back stretch headed to turn 3. And look at that. Justin Fedorowski in the yellow does a good job of playing safe. I think Justin Fedorowski deserves a cold one after that for allowing those passes to happen without incident. It's a long race. He's going to get them back. Justin Glickner in the gray McLaren, fighting off Adam Alexei in the Aston Martin behind. But back up front in third, we got Brian Coxon right behind the Texaco AMG of Sam Hubbard. And Josh Bloom off to half a second further in front of Sam Hubbard. Here we go, 3 wide into the backstretch. We are without our camera guy tonight, so we miss you, Colin. Hope everything's going okay. He had some real life duties to take care of. Hopefully we might be able to get some replays as Justin Glickner goes around. Tough break for Glickner. But Jason Phillips, the black Porsche, is somebody I want to keep an eye on. He is a man with a vengeance. Has not had the best of runs, finishing where he expects. So I expect good things out of Jason Phillips tonight. Right now, currently ahead of Max Bauer, but Josh Bloom making a statement, almost a full second ahead. Sam Hubbard on his own points. Here's a replay. Justin Glickner putting the power down on the exit. Here, remembers the asphalt. Oh, we're going around the fountain here. Those 3 left-handers, cold tires, first lap out. He just didn't get the balance right, managing the balance with all the load on the outside tires from the triple left-handers of turn 8, 9, and 10, third gear most of the time. If you do it just right. Again, it's a matter of balancing the grip and managing the weight on those outside tires, especially when they're cold, low pressure. Tire time has not allowed the pressure to build up yet. Maybe that's what caught Justin Glickner off. He's got almost an hour to catch back up. Brian Coxon, one of the most patient racers I've seen. He likes to stalk his prey and pick his move and make it stick. When he does, it's usually a decisive move. He followed Francis Faustino for probably 15 minutes last week at Long Beach before figuring out exactly where he was going to make his run. Did so, and there was nothing Francis could do. That was last week. This is this week. So Brett Coxon chasing down. Really, he's actually only going against the points for Josh Bloom farther up ahead. So he does not want to let Josh Bloom get too far away. Sam Hubbard might not be holding him up either. Qualifying is any indication of his speed. So Jason Phillips defending from Max Bauer, at the same time trying to hang in there with Brian Coxon as they go toward middle section of the track, under the Firestone Bridge, and now the left of turn 5, second gear, I believe there. Then out of 6, this is going to be a one place to get a good run onto the long backstretch under the Corvette Bridge. At one point, it was the Corvette Bridge. I'm not sure if it still is. Headed down to turn 7, couple little full throttle twists before coming to turn 7, a right-hander. And then 3 lefts in a row as they go around the fountain before the right-hander, second gear for turn 11, where Glockner spun. And now 2 more right-handers before the pit entry, and 1 more lap. Sam Hubbard getting the AMG really sideways, putting the power down as they come towards turn 12 and 13, and 14 and pit in. Max Bauer not able to make room up on Jason Phillips just yet. Josh Bloom almost 2.5 seconds. So Sam Hubbard may be holding up Brian Coxon just a little bit. As Josh Bloom pulls away, Jason Phillips starting to look aggressive at Brian Coxon. Brian Coxon might let him go and let Jason Phillips attack Sam Hubbard. Early days, Francis Faustino still holding on to a strong 6th back there. And a new paint job for him. The white hood. Gone are the yellow wheels. Yeah, I can see some stripes on the side of Sam Hubbard's car for where he's said hello to the concrete barriers on the side, just as Max Bauer does about the same. That Texaco flat black AMG looks really sharp. Brian Coxon stalking his prey 1 corner at a time, waiting for a mistake, putting pressure on Sam Hubbard. Here we go around the fountain, 1 lefter, 2 lefties, and drop down to second, maybe for turn 10, definitely second for turn 11. So turn right here. Try to build up as much speed as you can before heading back to the start, finish straight again. Not a great passing zone, but you can definitely lose some time if you don't get it just right, or if you have to lift at the wrong time. As you can see, several cars there saying hello to the concrete barrier, driver's left. But what a great battle we have up here. Thanks again to everybody for joining us at the US Motorsports GT4 League. Somebody's coming out of the pits. It's like Gerard Rupert. Welcome to the club, Gerard. You are getting thrown into the fire, into the bee's nest of these Midwest Motorsports GT4 drivers who've been racing all season long. We've had 13 races. This is race number 14. Sam Hubbard bunching the field up. Meanwhile, Josh Bloom over 3.5 seconds up the road. The time is now. Brett, Josh, and Max are being patient for now. This is another difference in the pros and the AMs these pros, Brett Coxon, Jason Phillips, Max Bauer, second, third, and fourth in this chain that we're watching, are patient. They know that they're not going to catch Sam if they race each other so early. Another car, I believe that's Eric Hagel. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate you, brother. There's the battle for second overall. First in the AMs is the black Texaco car. Second in the pros, followed by third and fourth. Oh, it's Brian Coxon again says hello to the wall. Eric Hagel, we got another race coming up right behind you. Coming through. Hold your line. Nice work. Coming out through pit exit. See if that allows Jason Phillips to make a move on Brett Coxon. Brian Coxon, but not yet. Like I say, these pros know that if they have to work together in order to catch Sam Hubbard, fighting themselves out now with only 9 minutes down, it's not going to help them catch Josh Bloom, which is the ultimate goal, is to not let Josh Bloom get away. But get away is Josh. He's not even looking, he's not even in the camera shot anymore. 4 seconds up the road. You can adjust the radio a little bit and turn up the AC. He's got a big gap, 4 seconds. Let's see if Brian Coxon can make the move, or if Jason Phillips or Max Bauer decide to get patient, or if Brian Coxon decides to use the chrome horn. Where's it going to be? My guess is going to be in turn 7. So let's get through these triples and then get a good run out of turn 11. Maybe here we go, see a much wider entry, shorter entry for Sam Hubbard. He lost some RPM on the exit. Now, Brian Coxon going to get in the slipstream. That AMG is just putting down some power through 12 and 13. There are places if they can do it after they pass pit exit. Turn 2, there's a long back stretch down to turn 3. So here you are, turn 1 and 2, a right and a left, third gear, high speed. Not a great overtaking zone, but get a good run down here, Brian. Not going to happen this lap. That AMG, Sam Hubbard, strong down the back straight. So 4.3, just three tenths of a second per lap. Josh Bloom is pulling away from Sam Hubbard. Shout out to Josh Bloom for taking advantage of the race situation. Josh Bloom is currently 4th in points. Only 65 points away. Well, actually, he's 3rd if Johan DeRoy is out. And don't forget, we still have 2 drops. So it's really hard to tell exactly where we are on the points. But straight up, Josh Bloom is 3rd in the points. Get to make a move up on Jason Phillips. Probably not going to overtake the position, even if Josh Bloom wins. Jason Phillips continues to run 3rd in class. Great battle there. The AM division is also heating up. I'm pretty sure Sam Hubbard has a big lead in that. I'm looking that up for you as we speak. Sam Hubbard way out front, almost a full race ahead of Justin Glickner, who spun earlier, and David Wortman in 3rd in points, who started from pit lane. So there could be some movers and shakers from 2nd on back in the AM division. We'll have to see how that plays out. Michael Odell, I believe, is taking a provisional this week. So he's one of his 2 throwaways. Everybody gets 2 throwaway races. It's like the battle from 12th on back with Brett Storm. Might be getting close, but at the same time, let's stay here with Brian Coxon. Is he going to do it? No, not this time. Let's stay with Brian Coxon a little longer. Sorry, we missed Colin. Hope you're feeling better, Colin, or I hope you're at least on the clock. Colin Huffman usually runs our cameras, so we're relying on Josh Watt, who's race control and running the stream. Also one of the race stewards, making sure we don't have any yellows, clearing all the black flags, handing out the black flags if need be. Appreciate all that the volunteers, Midwest Motorsports, do for us. Looked like Brian Coxon was right up on Sam Hubbard, but he has since lost that advantage as we're back down on the front stretch. We'll go through turn 1 and 2 again. The third gear right and left. Jason Phillips all up on Brett Storm. 5.5 seconds to lead for Josh Bloom. If he doesn't get it this time, I'd love to go to Taylor Montague maybe in 13th and watch that race in TV1. But you're watching the class of the field up front. The GT4s. Thank you, Josh. Taylor Montague in the purple AMG just in time. Making a move on Brett Storm in the Autism Speaks McLaren. And he gets it done. That is the right-hander of turn 3. Second year. It looks like AMG on these road courses really puts the power down. Great. Josh Bloom, Sam Hubbard, your leaders. And the AMG, Brett Storm almost gets that turn wrong. Almost says hello to Barry R, the concrete Barry R. And now he's going to get pressure from behind from Nicholas Calguru in the BMW, and behind him, Dustin Reinstedel. So a great move by Taylor Montague to secure second in the AM points right now. Taylor Montague has missed up. Oh, there he is in fifth place points right now. Chasing Michael Odell, who's not here, and David Wortman, who's behind him. So everybody but Sam Hubbard is behind Taylor Montague. So Taylor Montague looking good. Brett Storm, that's 4 class position behind you. I'd love to ride along with Dustin Reinstedel if we could. Looks like he's got his eyes set on David Wortman up ahead as they all slide behind underneath us. Up front, it's status quo. The purple gradient paint job of Taylor Montague has passed Brett Storm, and now 3 seconds up. Taylor Montague letting it be known that he wants to run the pros next season. All right, Gerard Rupert doing a good job of holding his line and letting the guys go. You don't want you to come to complete stop. Just, yep, we get right around you. Nice work. Thank you, Gerard. Welcome to the club. Everybody gets through smoothly. Nobody gained or lost on that. So that's just a great job of obeying the blue flag. Sam Hubbard looks like he got into the wall big time there. I saw a big puff of smoke into Barry R. Across the start-finish line for one more lap. Just over 15 minutes down. Looks like we're going to get 40 laps in at this pace. Nicholas Calguru looking really aggressive at David Wortman for the AM class further back. Right now, Brian Coxon, Jason Phillips looking hard. Jason Phillips. Wortman and Calguru race incident. Wortman got by Calguru. Remember, David Wortman started from the pit lane. Sam Hubbard, Brian Coxon, Jason Phillips. Jason Phillips in the black Porsche. All right, Brian Coxon in the blue McLaren. chasing Sam Hubbard and the black Texaco Havoline AMG. Max Bauer, point leader by a substantial margin, just playing it safe back there. Right now, 5th overall, 4th in class. Being patient, maybe conserving a little fuel. So these guys, if they can't make an attempt on Hubbard, they'll play mind games. Here we are with Dustin Reinstedel. The cool purple and orange number 11 FedEx Porsche. Doing a good job on this road course. They are hanging with Brett Storm. So Dustin Reinstedel qualified 8th, currently 11th, so lost a couple spots in the opening laps, but now he's got the speed. See if he can catch back up. We're riding with Brett Storm and the Autism Speaks missing piece. And here he is, David Wortman in the 45, looking for a way around Brett Storm. A new paint for David Wortman, throwing me off. The all-black AMG. Inside you, by you. David Wortman now sets his sights on Ryan Bicknell. Ryan Bickle, a BMW. As they all go flying by. Look at that. There's Ryan Bickle. Rocking the Jeff Gordon rainbow paint. Good job, Gerard. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. 24, Ryan Bickle is a pro class with the blue designation. Currently 12th and last in the pros, but caught up in traffic and showing why he's a pro, making it through the field. Up 6 spots from his qualifying position. Got another car driver's right there, coming into pit. That's early for Brett Storm. I didn't see that strategy coming. Maybe he can go to the end now. Brett Storm tried to undercut big time as Glickner's made his way back up after spinning earlier. Dustin Reinstedel lets him go. Brett Storm, all 4 wheels up. Makes me wonder if he's getting repair. We'll see how long Brett Storm stops for. He's already at 28 seconds. He might be done 30 seconds. I think it only takes 15 to get tires. Brian Coxon once again hits the barrier on the exit. You might see the cool Pro and Am. There he is, 41 seconds for Brett Storm. You can see the new graphic right in the top, in the middle of our stream. The Pro leader is Josh Bloom. Am leader, Sam Hubbard. So that's a cool way to keep up with leaders in class. We're riding with Brian Coxon in the blue McLaren, looking up at Sam Hubbard. Almost 9 seconds up the road is Josh Bloom. And Max Bauer has got around Jason Phillips. Maybe a mistake for Jason, just not holding him up. Jason did not lose any time. He's still with him. So maybe he lets Max run down Brian Coxon. As we're in car with Brian, what a cool shot. Here we are going around the fountain here. 3rd gear left, 2nd gear right. Again, much shallower entry for the AMG Sam Hubbard, which leads you to believe that Brian Coxon would be able to carry some momentum through these next couple of corners. 13. Not yet, but Max Bauer looking aggressive. The claws are going to come out very soon as we ride on the front bumper of Josh Bloom. Coming around. That's turn 3. Then here's turn 4, right-hander. Then turn 5 is the left. Turn 6 is the right before the long back straightaway. Up a little crest here. Careful putting the power down. Concrete surface. Sticky tires now. Long back stretch. Has a couple of bends. A right and then an easy left into the braking zone for turn 7. Should be second gear. Look for the curbs. There you go. Just missed that. It's a little bit there. Just trying to figure out what Gerard's doing as they go around the fountain here. Triple left. Coming through. Patience, Josh. Nice work. And does not get held up. Not held up much at all. Good job, Gerard. Appreciate it. Your leader. Slinging it. Slinging that AMG through turn 12 and 13. Right up on the curbs. Using the curbing to help him take. Past the start finish line one more time. Into turn 1, third gear right. And left. Here we are with Brian Coxon. Still chasing Sam Hubbard. Max Bauer, is he going to make a move on Brian Coxon? He's clean. He's not going to force anything and make a dirty move. But I know Max Bauer is not going to be happy with third in class. What is he willing to risk? Once again, he's got a very substantial lead. As Jason Phillips gets on the grass, driver's left. On the exit there, turn 7. Here it is. Is the lapper going to hold Sam up? Or is he going to give him a slipstream down the long backstretch? Nice job, Gerard. Gerard's just here for the champagne afterwards. He's here for the free buffet at the driver's meeting. I don't blame you, Gerard. Usually some pretty good food down there. Eric Eagle also doing a good job. But you guys need to get out there and burn some rubber. Don't forget to have fun. That's why we do it. Midwest-motorsports.com is where you can join the fun. You don't have to be as competitive as these front runners to get out here and mix it up with us. Midwest-motorsports.com. There's Max Bauer. He's got a good run on Brian Coxon this time. He's going to make it stick on the outside. Let's see as they head to turn 3. He's going to cross over. Oh, Max misses breaking point. And so does Brian. And Jason Phillips. Merry Christmas to you. You are, oh, it's Justin Glickner gets it wrong again. That was also coming out of the fountain section. Here it is. Max Bauer steps out. Brian Coxon on the inside, Max Bauer on the outside with the right-hander coming up. And they both mix their breaking point. Max Bauer stops before making contact. Jason Phillips goes right on by. He hits his braking zone. Moved Jason Phillips up 2 spots to third, second in class. Could this be the day for Jason Phillips? Something's going to have to happen to Josh Bloom. Move Jason Phillips up to second in class. There's the difference in lap times for the leader. 35.34. 35.86 for Sam Hubbard's best. Big difference. Josh Bloom and Sam Hubbard. 35.7 for Max Bauer. His best. They're the only ones in the 35s. Josh Bloom, Sam Hubbard, Jason Phillips, Max Bauer. Only cars in the 35s. Brian Coxon has to pit. Justin Thaler's into pit. Justin Glickner is on his way out of the pit, so he's made his stop complete. So after that contact with the wall, I'm guessing Brian Coxon is going to use his fast repair, get fuel while he's at it. Meanwhile, Dustin Reinstedel staying out. He's already stopped. 28-second stop for him. Yeah, Brett Storm stopping early had to take so much fuel that might have hurt him. Josh Bloom still out there. Sam Hubbard second. Jason Phillips third. See where everybody else comes out. Dustin Reinstedel currently 16th. Keith Hurlbut's going off track. It's all right. Josh Bloom, Sam Hubbard, Jason Phillips, Max Bauer, Jason Bice, Francis Faustino up to 6th. Adam Alaxai, Aston Martin currently 7th. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports, Adam. Here he is in the British Racing Green Aston Martin. And Ryan Bickle with the NASCAR Jeff Gordon paint. Ryan Bickle's fast time 1:36.3 on that most recent lap was his fastest. So Ryan Bickle getting the track and the car figured out. Maybe not a lot of practice time for today. Here's Taylor Montague with Nicholas Calguru right behind him. Decides to pit. So Taylor Montague out and about. Here's Brian Coxon all the way back down in 8th. Brian Coxon 22-second pit stop. So he's the first of the cars that have not pitted yet. I'm sorry, Brian Coxon is the first of the cars who has pitted. So we'll see when everybody else comes into pit where Brian Coxon slots in. Ryan Bickle now making another lap around Gerard. And another Porsche. Might be Keith Hurlbut. Yep, there he is. Thank you, Josh. Keith Hurlbut's got a new livery. All right, replay. Oh no. Adam Sondag in the Aston Martin. Gets it wrong, takes too much curb, a lot of rotation. Fedorowski just barely misses him. And Kevin Mayer misses him as well, trying to find the right place to come in. Good job, Adam. Keep waiting for looking at your relative, making sure you have time. I know with traction control, it's hard to do a snap turn. You have to get a couple more X's. Another 2X to let the leaders by hitting the barrier. But ups to you, Adam, for a safe rejoin right in front of Max Bauer. Oh, that's not going to help Max. He'll be okay as he makes his way back up after missing his braking zone. Good job, Adam, on your dangerous rejoin, my friend, making it not so dangerous. Here's another newcomer to the Midwest Motorsports. Welcome to the club, Jason Bice, and the blue color designation. So we got another pro joining the ranks. A little late in the season. Let's see if he can make his mark. Jason Bice, looking at Adam Sondag's Aston Martin. Looks like it's seen better days. As he stays driver's right, lets him go. Coming in for another repair. Thanks, Adam. Jason Bice, currently P5, is not pitted yet. David Wortman in the black AMG after starting in the pits He's all the way up to 10th. And your leader, Josh Bloom, right now behind Kevin Mayer. Kevin holds his line. Josh Bloom puts the AMG Mercedes right where it needs to be. Thank you, Kevin. That's 14th place. Josh Bloom has lapped all the way up to 14th place. 13 cars on the lead lap right now. Sam Hubbard, 35.8 is his fast lap. Josh Bloom, 35.3 is his fast lap. Jason Phillips holding in right there with Sam Hubbard. Sam Hubbard takes a lot of curb. We once again head into turn 7 and 8. Nope, I'm sorry. That was 12 and 13. They go by the pitting one more time. These guys are staying out as long as they can. They're going to let Josh Bloom pit first. He's got a 10-second lead over Sam Hubbard. Josh Bloom is gone. Working into the 35th minute now. 25 to go. Here's Taylor Montague in P10. Oh, into the wall, big time, Sam Hubbard. Let's Jason Phillips close within half a second now. Rod Rupert going into the braking zone at turn 7. And, gets it wrong. Understeer. Good job going the safe zone. You know, with traction control, it's almost impossible to do a snap turn. There you go. Nice work, Gerard. Don't go backwards on track. You might get a black flag for that. David Wortman decides to come in for his pit stop. Jason Phillips closes in, but does not have enough to get past Sam Hubbard. I think we're going to wait for who's going to pit first. Kevin Mayer comes into the pit. Sam Hubbard and Jason Phillips stay out. Jason Bice, McLaren in the 5, decides now is the time for him. Jason Phillips biding his time, being patient, not going to make a move that costs the race. Oh, Sam Hubbard into the wall again. I think that's his racing line, is to smack that wall. Out of turn 6 they come. Big passing zone into turn 7. Let's see if Jason Phillips can do it. Nope, he shows him, but decides not to. I think he's going to wait on the pits. See if he can get in and out of the pits ahead of Sam Hubbard. Again, one of the big differences between a pro and an AM are being able to do all those little things, just picture perfect, including your in-lap and your out-lap, and finding your lollipop, finding the pit lane. Justin Fedorowski, nice job getting around it. Somebody come in the pits. As 2 guys come in the pits, I believe that's everybody. Top 3 in the pit lane right now. See where they come out. This is turning point in the race. Max Bauer stays out. He's going to try to overcut at least 1 lap. Josh Bloom has made it to his stall. Jason Phillips made it to his stall. Sam Hubbard made it to his. So again, these little things, coming into pit, locating your lollipop man, stopping on your marks, not having to back up. Those are the little things that separate the pros from the AMs. And I got to tell you, Josh Bloom is not going to miss it Jason Phillips is not going to miss it. He's on his way out. Ahead of Sam Hubbard. There is a pass for position as we're looking at Brian Coxon. I believe that's Fedorowski who's a lap down. So big move up in the front. Now let's see what Max Bauer does. He's going to have 1 lap less of fuel, but Jason Phillips is now in front of Sam Hubbard. Let's see if Sam Hubbard, I believe he's going to be 2.5 seconds back. So here's Gerard getting it wrong again, trying to figure out where to go. After you, Adam Sondag gets by. Good job not to make things worse. Eric Hagel sees him, allows Gerard to get it straight without making contact. I think Gerard finds the beer afterwards. Brian Coxon now coming into the 8, 9, 10 complex around the fountain. Looking up at Brett Storm, who's a lap down. And the distance between Jason Phillips and Sam Hubbard, huge. 2.5 seconds. Jason Phillips came in after, and he's in front of Max Bauer. Let's see where Sam Hubbard get by. Yes, he does. Does Brian Coxon get by? Brian Coxon does not get by Max Bauer. 4 seconds up the road. Max Bauer is behind Sam Hubbard. So, but only just. There's Sam. Yep. Up ahead. Jason Phillips is gone. Sam Hubbard either calculating his fuel, stayed plugged up to the nozzle a little longer. Sam Hubbard's pit stop was 24.2. Jason Phillips, 23.4. 24.8 for Josh Bloom. So Max Bauer probably beating himself up for missing his braking zone, trying to get around Brian Coxon. And now, once again, as Gerard Rupert missed turn 7 again, you need to back your braking zone up about 50 meters there, Gerard. Whatever brake marker you were stopping at, stop at the one right before it. Sam Hubbard is losing time to Jason Phillips. So Jason Phillips chasing Josh Bloom. Let's see how those back-to-backs go. Once Jason Phillips gets out after his out lap. 35.7 to 35.7, turning exactly the same time as the leader, Josh Bloom. So Jason Phillips is going to have to really work, or Josh Bloom is going to have to make a big mistake. Max Bauer finds himself in a familiar spot, chasing the AM driver of Sam Hubbard, but a full credit to Sam Hubbard doing a good job. Holding his own and putting the smack down on the rest of his amateur competitors. 12th on back, David Wortman. Almost a minute behind Sam Hubbard. Francis Faustino currently 7th. Taylor Montague, Dustin Reinstedt worked their way around. I believe that's Eric Hagel. And back up front we go. Sam Hubbard in the Texaco AMG. Max Bauer looking aggressive. It's probably exciting, Cam. That's why we keep going back and forth. But shout out to Josh Watt for, Brian Coxon runs into Barry R in the back one more time. You can see Max Bauer's just watching Sam Hubbard light up the rear tires. Wonder if Max Bauer is taking notes and going to figure out where exactly he's going to make the move. But incredible racing, these GT4 cars. Thank you to everybody for showing up. 22 GT4s tonight. Amazing crowd. Thank you, everybody. There's the man of the hour, Josh Bloom, putting on a clinic, showing us how it's done. Coming up on lap traffic now of Dustin Reinstedel. I'm sure Dustin won't put up a fight, but he is in his own battle. So not obligated to pull over. Dustin Reinstedel chasing Taylor Montague right up ahead, so that's a race for position. I'm sure when Josh Bloom gets close enough, Dustin's going to let him go, but not. Then maybe follow him right up to his competition, Taylor Montague. Full credit to Taylor Montague after making some good moves earlier. Taylor Montague not able to, as Josh Bloom is flashing. Dustin Reinstedel is not going to take advantage of that. Good, courteous driving, respectful racing, respect the race, integrity of the race. Knowing that Taylor Montague pulled over to let the leader go, Dustin not going to force anything, make anything. Both of them lose their race. Now they can carry on with that killer battle that they're having. And I bet they're smiling from ear to ear, just as everybody listening in is. We're rocking and rolling around this Detroit Grand Prix circuit. Belle Isle, once again trying to, another one of Roger Penske's dreams to improve the area, Detroit. (1982) was the first time they raced Formula One track, not in this exact location. They held 7 Formula One races in the city. As we're looking at number 6, Jason Weiss. I'm sorry, in 6th, Jason Weiss with Justin Glickner chasing. That was an exciting cam. Sorry about that. Here we are back to more exciting cams. Once again, shout out to Colin Huffman. Hope you're doing well. Looks like Jason Weiss might have a incident review ahead. He's had a couple of 2X, 4X. Max Bauer's going to know the ins and outs of the back of Sam Hubbard's AMG. Going to keep him up at night for the next week until we come back and race again. We have one more road street circuit next week, Chicago Street course, before we take the Christmas break. And then we go to Mount Panorama. So you're not going to want to go anywhere. This is a great league to be a part of. We're on our street circuit stretch right now with Long Beach last week, Detroit right now, next week, Chicago Street Circuit. We're off for the holidays, and Mount Panorama the day after New Year's, January 2nd. Mark your calendars now. It's not going to be one you're going to want. Max Bauer showing the nose now, starting to get more aggressive as time is winding down with 13 minutes left. Looks like Adam Alexei just gained another spot over Ryan Bicknell to get inside that top 10 overall. Jason Phillips still right at 10 seconds. So we're not missing anything up front. Those guys are 5 seconds ahead of the battle we're watching, Sam Hubbard. Closest battle on the track. Sam Hubbard really has not put a foot wrong, other than the pit stop, which, again, he's the AM driver, and he's fighting it up here in the top of the pros. There's no I rating cap, so anybody who's anybody is welcome to join us. Brian Bicknell and Adam Alexei are having a great battle, 10th and 11th. Max Bauer now losing a little bit of ground. Sam Hubbard, his tires starting to show their wear. Coming up on 11 minutes to go. Here's Dustin Reinstedel and Taylor Montague. They have not let up from each other. Taylor Montague holding the inside line. Jason Phillips behind, lurking. Put him a lap down. I'd love to try to stay with Dustin if we could. I'd love Dustin to put some pressure on Taylor. Let's see if Taylor Montague in the gray and blue AMG, Dustin Reinstedel in the FedEx 11 Porsche Cayman. He's got second place behind him, but no threat behind or in front of Jason Phillips. So Jason Phillips is not going to be too aggressive. Let these guys race. I don't think 9 minutes, 10 minutes is enough time for Jason Phillips to get a second a lap. But look at up ahead, traffic. Gerard Rupert and Eric Hagel are going to come right at the wrong time. They're going on to the exit of turn 11, which is leading on to basically the front stretch as they come past pit entrance. Two right-handers, but still very fast corners. Carrying a lot of speed, not a place you want to get held up at all. Now, one more little kink right after pit entrance. Start finish line in the right, left, turn 1 and 2. Let's see if Dustin can take advantage of a slower exit. Taylor Montague doing a great job. Once again, that AMG putting down the power, just walking away from the Porsches as Jason Phillips goes by. That's probably why it looked like Taylor Montague was pulling away faster than he was. Dustin was being the gentleman and allowing Jason Phillips to go. I was going to get right up on Jason Phillips and try to maybe at least get right back to where he was before Jason snuck through. Amazing multi-class racing right here. You're witnessing it. These guys are amazing, all pros, even if they have the red color designation, racing at this level, a notch above. Dustin looks inside in the braking zone. That's where it's going to happen. Turn 3. No, it wasn't turn 3, that was turn 7. Into that long back stretch with a couple of kinks. And now 3rd and 4th are coming up behind Dustin Reinstedel and Taylor Montague. Coming up on 8 minutes. 8 minutes on the clock. Justin Taylor and Justin Fedorowski again, having another good battle after fighting hard last week. And looking out the back of Taylor Montague, throwing up the grass at Dustin Reinstedel, trying to clog up his radiators. Maybe make him think about flipping up the windshield wipers or cleaning the screen. Taylor Montague just trying to do whatever he can to distract Dustin. in the 11 to hold on to this spot. This is for the podium overall in the AM division, as the leader in the AM comes up to try to pass second and third in the AMs to potentially put the whole AM field a lap down at a street circuit of Detroit Belle Isle. Mr. Reinstedt's going to have to wait one more lap. Sam Hubbard's going to see if he wants to force it. There's really no reason. As Wortman Taylor Montague once again goes through the grass. Max Bauer gets around. I think it's Keith Hurlbut. But Dustin let Sam Hubbard go, but does not let Max go. Justin Reinstedel lets the Texaco Avalon AMG go. Again, no real reason for Max Bauer to feel like he has to get around Sam or Denny for that matter. He's not going to catch Jason Phillips with 5.5 minutes to go. I'm sure Max wants to get around Dustin, but he's not going to force it. There's nothing to really gain. Dustin has seen Sam Hubbard drive aggressively in the past. As now Sam Hubbard shows that aggression. Oh, Denny Hamlin goes by. Max Bauer almost by to go 3 wide. 3 wide around there is not going to happen. Oh, that was never going to work. So Taylor Montague. Oh, I want to see a replay of that one. Taylor Montague was trying to allow Max Bauer to go through. Here we are. Look at the purple AMG up ahead of the 11. There you go. Sam Hubbard gets by. Taylor Montague let Sam Hubbard by. Dustin Reinstedel was going inside to try to take advantage and get around Taylor Montague. And Max Bauer's going to try to take advantage of both. And 3 wide around turn 11 was never going to happen. Dustin Reinstedel saw his opportunity to make the move after following for 55 minutes. And a pit stop. Dustin Reinstedel really wanted to get into that top 3 tonight. Ruined his 0X. I know that's another goal Dustin Reinstedel tries to get. Here's a battle between Adam Alexei and Ryan Bickle. Adam Alexei and the Aston Martin. BRG Aston Martin. Holding the spot for now. Ryan Bicknell and the DuPont Rainbow Warrior with the orange wheels. And Alexei blinks a little bit. All good. Glad he stayed in the world. Here's Justin Thaler holding off Justin Fedorowski, but just barely. Francis Faustino up ahead. So this is the battle for 7th and 8th in class. These guys are friends, Justin and Justin. These are for bragging rights all week. Believe me, this is just as significant of a battle as the battle for first place. In their eyes, this is life or death. Oh, it's Justin Fedorowski in the student driver yellow Porsche. Says hello to Barry R on the exit. But this is for bragging rights all week. Oh, is more contact with the barrier. Who's going to do it? Justin Taylor right now has it. Justin Fedorowski behind. And the yellow Porsche Cayman wants it. As they've made up to Francis Faustino in the white Porsche with red trim. So this is a battle for position 6, 7, and 8, 5, 6, and 7 in class. No change up ahead, 15 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 4 seconds. So this is the closest battle on the track for position. 5th, 6th, and 7th in class, you're looking at it with one more lap to go probably. Coming up on the last 2 minutes and a half of the race. This one and one more. And Francis Faustino will hold off Justin Thaler and Justin Fedorowski. Francis Faustino qualified 6th, I believe, and is doing a great job now holding that position. He's got to do it for one more lap. See if the leader gets around. The leader's going to get one more. So you guys got this one and one more. The Thaler crosses the line. Is Josh Bloom going to make it back? I believe so. He's at 36.75. He's got 30 seconds to make it back across. Let's see. Could be this one and one more for Francis Faustino, Justin Thaler, Justin Fedorowski. 6, 7, and 8. Faustino's fast lap 36.2, 36.8 for Thaler, 36.5 for Fedorowski. So these guys are cranking out almost identical lap times for the last hour. And to line up, Justin Taylor's gained 2 positions after qualifying. Fedorowski qualified 8th, currently 8th. Francis 6th, currently 6th. Can he do it? They go around the fountain one last time. Or is it one last time? Let's see. 37, Josh Bloom is still going. So these guys are going to get one more lap, I believe. Francis, you got to do it for one more lap, buddy. Hit your marks. Justin, both of you guys, you're going to make a dive bomb. Now's the time. And without question, Josh Bloom stamping his authority on the street circuit of Belle Isle, going around the fountain one final time. Your winner, if he gets around these next 2 turns just fine, which he should, by over 15 seconds from flag to flag and the pole and purple lap, a perfect race for Josh Bloom. Coming around past pit end for the checkered flag. Barney's got the flag waving. Take the hats to victory lane for Josh Bloom. And Jason Phillips, 2nd place. Congratulations on a great run for Jason Phillips after qualifying 4th, following, showing his patience. A couple of guys made a mistake and take advantage of your pit lane experience to get ahead of Sam Hubbard, who crosses the line for 3rd, and Max Bauer holds position for 4th. Brian Coxon, after running 2nd in class almost first half of the race. Now here's that great battle for 6th overall. Francis Faustino, Justin Thaler, and Justin Fedorowski. As they come across the 2 fast kinks, the last 2 corners of the race for these guys. Through the kinks, Justin Thaler's not going to get there. Give 6th overall and 5th in class to Francis Faustino. Justin Thaler, 6th in class. Justin Fedorowski, 7th in class. Take those points, add them to the kitty. And I'd love to see if I can get Josh Bloom, Sam Hubbard in the pits, in the booth, sending out some DMs. I got you both. Give me a second so if I can figure it out. Hey, Josh Bloom, we got you? Hey, Josh Bloom, we got... Oh, let me unmute you. I'm sorry. Sorry, give me 1 second. Hey, Josh, it's James in the booth. How you doing?
Good.
I'd say you're doing good, man. All right, that's a perfect weekend. You put her on the pole. You were able to get a great first lap and led flag to flag. Your pit stop was perfect. What more could you ask for, huh?
Yeah, I finally put together the full weekend. I've had some races where I've had some super good pace and just had a bad qualifying, and then a couple weeks ago I felt like I could have easily won the race and I messed up in the pits. So finally just brought everything back together.
I'd say, man, it was perfect, man. You were with Johan de Roy out. I know you've been just knocking at the door, Josh, and it's great to get your first win with the GT4s. Looking lots of podiums. How does it feel to get the monkey off your back?
I will say with D-Roy being out, Max is obviously kind of the one that I talk with behind the scenes with very high pace, and then Jason is always there. And even Brian now is matching our pace. So when I came into GT4, I'm pretty new to iRacing just in general. And so I was happy just to get a podium. And the similar thing happened when I joined last season in F3. I started getting wins and competing lap time wise at the top on the back half of the season. So I think it's just settling into the car a little bit.
Yeah, and don't forget, don't let the points scare you too much, because you do have 2 drops, and I believe already missed 2, but they're going to lose their 2 lowest finishes as well. So still all to play for. What do you think about the street circuits on the schedule? I know next week you got one more at Chicago before the break, and then Mount Panorama, but it's a street circuit swing in the middle of the season. What do you think?
I mean, the GT4 cars play really nicely with the street circuits. I mean, it's going to be hard no matter what you drive. We did this track in F3 last season, which was absolutely brutal because the car just sticks to the track so much. And with the GT4 cars, I think it's a lot more fun, and the pace is a little bit lower. You have to do a lot more trail braking, carrying speed. So I really enjoyed this one. I knew I had good pace on it from last season. I guess I just kind of get the track, but the GT4 cars work really well with street circuits. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'd say it looks like you're having fun out there. I said I was probably turning the air conditioner on and choosing which radio station you were playing out to a 10-second lead, but just congratulations on a great run. I hope to see more of that in the upcoming weeks. And any shout outs before we let you go? And
I've just been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. I usually don't have time to join practice sessions or races. I work a lot on theory with, like I said before, Max Bauer, huge shout out, and Gary, if anybody remembers him from earlier in the season to last season. He's also a super quick driver that was with us. And I just kind of stick to the guys that I know are fast, and they give me a lot of tips and tricks.
Yeah, well, it's paid off, man. You've done it. Congratulations. Keep taking notes. We'll look forward to seeing you in Chicago. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, again, congratulations on a dominating performance today.
Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Look forward to it, Josh. We'll be up here in the booth. Maybe Josh can get another win and come back up and talk to us again after taking the checkered flag. And we also have the AM driver, Sam Hubbard. Sam, you got us?
I got you.
Hey, Sam, we talked with you last week after a very similar performance, man. Put her way up front, in front with all the pros, and starting off on the front row and holding your own there for a while, man. Congratulations on another beat down on the AM drivers.
Yeah, thank you. It's always good to win the AM class. Was really going for the overall win, but that 80 car today, I think it had some Michael Waltrip racing jet fuel in it. That needs to be investigated. I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. As soon as he set a 0.2 in qualifying, I knew the race was over. So I was happy with just getting the overall podium. But yeah, pretty eventful. It got hectic towards the end with all of the lap cars. I think Bauer got involved in something sketchy late. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, fun, hectic, eventful, sweaty race.
Yeah. Well, again, you're making your bid for the pro division next year. You got a pretty commanding lead on the AM class. So, I asked Josh this question. I'll ask you the same thing about the street circus. In the middle of this little swing here, Chicago next week. You had a great performance at Long Beach. Big fan of the street cars, or maybe just suit the AMG a little better, or you just had a way to figure out the street circuits here?
I didn't know I like street circuits until last week. So last week happened, and then I realized, hey, I like street circuits. So wish the whole calendar was street circuits, because I don't know if I'll be able to keep this pace when we go to a natural terrain road course. I know that Mount Panorama's coming up, the Nürburgring. Don't know how that's going to go, but yeah, we're going to try to capitalize next week at Chicago. Try to have a good race again at another street circuit. But yeah, just going to try and keep on doing me, stay consistent, stay practicing, and hopefully bring home another AM win, maybe even an overall win.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That seems like you're setting goals and you're reaching them, man. And whatever you're doing, whatever you're eating and drinking, man, keep that fitness plan up, whatever you got going on, because it's working,
Drink water,
man.
Folks. Drink water. Lots of water. Can't drink enough water.
That's all it was, man. We'd have a lot of fish up front, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyway, man, yeah, you're giving a clinic out there, and just want to say thanks for showing everybody how it's done. You had a couple of meetings with Mr. Barry R there, the concrete barrier, but it didn't seem to slow you down any.
Yeah, the walls here I knew was going to be an issue in practice. I think I hit one just about every lap. So I think I had a few laps to where I didn't hit a wall, so that was always a plus when that didn't happen. But hitting the wall here is kind of like hitting the wall at Darlington. You got to do it. It's part of it. You know, if you don't hit the wall, you're not doing it right. Right? It just means you're not pushing it enough.
You got to find the limit. You got to go past it. Well, any shout outs before we let you go celebrate your victory at home?
Yeah, just shout out to anyone who tuned in, to anyone, like always, who's watching the stream, any friends or family that may have happened to tune in. Shout out to Justin Taylor for putting together such a great league. The driving's great, racing's great. Yeah, just if you're looking for a league to start out in, just make sure that you check these guys out at Midwest Motorsports. Yeah, shout out to Jason Phillips. He's helped me out a lot to get me a little up to speed if I'm kind of struggling. Yeah, that's about all I've got.
Congratulations on another great run, Sam. We'll look for you next week at Chicago.
Thanks, guys. See y'all.
All right, thank you. That's your AM winner, Sam Hubbard. And there's the final results in front of you. Max Bauer's going to come home third in class behind Jason Phillips. Great run for him. Brian Coxon recovers to fifth. Francis Faustino holds off for sixth. Justin Taylor, Justin Fedorowski, and everybody else behind you see him. So don't forget, next week, 7 p.m. Tuesday, starts for qualifying for the streets of Chicago. Until then, stay in your lane. I'm James J. We will see you next week from Chicago.